Hello guys, and welcome to this video. I'm actually really excited for this comparison. This is between the S6 and the S5. These are my two favorite phones right now. There are a lot of things that are similar and a lot of things that are not similar between these two phones, very different. So let me go ahead and start recapping some of the specs here. Both phones offers Android 5 Lollipop. As far as the screen size, same screen size, 5.1. When it comes to the resolution, this is one of the differences. On the S6, we have the 2K Quad HD display with a resolution of 1440 by 2560, 577 ppi of pixel density. On the S5, we have a 1080p display with 432 ppi of pixel density. They both offer Super AMOLED display. When it comes to the rear camera, they both offer the 16 megapixel rear camera with heart rate monitor and flash. This is why I said that they are very similar, but also different in many ways. The S6 also offers the 16 megapixel rear camera with flash and also heart rate monitor. Now both rear cameras can record video in up to 4K resolution, also can record video in 1080p at 60 frames per second. Now when it comes to the front-facing camera, this is one of the big differences. The Samsung Galaxy S5 offers a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera, and the Samsung Galaxy S6 now offers a 5 megapixel front-facing camera that can also record video in 1440. Now as far as the processors, this is another big difference here. On the S6 we have the octa-core processor with 3 GB of RAM. On the S5 we have a quad-core processor with 2 GB of RAM. Also when it comes to the storage, this is another big difference. On the Samsung Galaxy S6, as you guys can see, the phone doesn't offer access to the internals, so you're gonna have to be very careful when it comes to choosing the right amount of storage. They both offer storage up to 128 GB. However, on the S6 you cannot add more by using a micro SD card, as well as not able to remove the battery. When it comes to the Samsung Galaxy S5, this phone gives you access to the internals. You can remove the battery, and you can also add memory up to 128 GB using a micro SD card. Last but not least, to mention the battery. The battery on the Samsung Galaxy S5, it's a little bit bigger, with 2800 milliamp battery. As I mentioned it before, this is removable, so this is a big plus. 2800 milliamp battery versus 2550 milliamp battery on the Samsung Galaxy S6, and it's not removable. And of course, another big difference is the design. As you guys can see, the S6 is a little bit taller and obviously way better looking than the Samsung Galaxy S5. The Samsung Galaxy S6 feels really premium in the hand, really solid, very good quality because of the metal finish and also the tempered glass on the back. Versus the S5, feels a little bit cheaper, and we have the plastic on the back. Now there's one thing that I want to tell you guys, and even though this might sound a little bit embarrassing, this is a really good advertising, I guess, for the S5, and we don't have that on the S6. As you guys know, this phone is waterproof, IP67 certified. You can submerge this phone in water up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. So this is what happened to me the other day. I was at work, I went to the bathroom to do number one. As you guys can see, I'm missing the bottom part right here because it fell off. So I was under the impression that without this, the phone was not waterproof anymore. Guess what? Long story short, the phone fell in the toilet, and I had to reach inside of the toilet I think the phone was in underwater. I will say at least 3 seconds. I got the phone out of the water, dried the phone with a towel, and guess what? The phone was working just fine. Nothing happened. If that happened to me with the S6, that was it. That was it for the Samsung Galaxy S6. So that's a huge advantage that we have on the S5 versus the S6. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some benchmarking scores and also camera interface. And here are some scores from Antutu. On the S5 we have 45,946 points. On the S6, 67,530 points. Both phones are running in the high performance mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at the camera's interface. Alright, let's go ahead and start here with the interface of the Samsung Galaxy S5. When it comes to the camera interface, the interface is different, and also there are some options available on the S6 that we don't have available on the S5. So a couple of ways to access here the camera on the S5. Obviously you can press on the camera icon, but also from the lock screen we can go ahead and swipe the camera icon right here and get access to the camera. Now when it comes to the interface, as you guys can see, we have on the right side access to the camera, video, mode and gallery. And when it comes to the mode, this is how it looks like on the S5. And there are some interesting modes right here on the S5. One of the modes that I like a lot is the dual camera, which is going to let you to use, as you guys can see right there, the front and rear camera at the same time. You can go ahead and change the style. So that's as far as the dual mode. The shutter takes pictures really quick, especially after the update to Android Lollipop. Right here on the left side we have access to the settings. I believe this is the HDR mode. We have the selective focus, which we also see on the S6. Right here is the front-facing camera. When it comes to the front-facing camera, there are some modes right here, and you can do the dual camera. However, it doesn't really offer too many options as far as selfies, like the S6 offers. So let's take a look at the interface now on the S6, and you guys are gonna see some of the differences there. One of the main differences is the way to access the camera. On the S6, 3 ways to access the camera. Of course, you can click on the camera icon. You can press right here from the lock screen and get access to the camera. But also, if you double press the home button quick, it gives you instant access to the camera, which is really convenient in case you really need to access the camera and snap a picture. As you guys can see, the interface looks a little bit different. Right here on the right side we see gallery, video, pictures, front facing camera right there. Looking at the front facing camera, if we tap on mode, we see selfie, wide selfie, virtual shot, interval shot. The wide selfie is actually really cool. As you guys can see, there is a little square right here. If we tap on the camera icon and we move the phone and then we move it on the other direction, now it's saving the picture, and now you get a wide selfie picture. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gallery here. So there is a wide selfie. Also, we get the other mode right here, which is selfie, which allows you to place the finger right here on the fingerprint scanner, and that's going to take picture for you using the fingerprint scanner. Now let's take a look here at the rear camera. Now when it comes to the rear camera, these are the modes available. You get the Auto, Pro, Selective Focus, Panorama, Slow Motion, Fast, Virtual Shot, and you can download more. The Pro version right here is basically access to all the different settings that you can control manually. You can do that with the S5 as well. Let's go back here and let's select the autofocus, and right here on the left side we see access to effects. We see the HDR mode, timer, flash, and then right here you can go ahead and hide the settings. So if we tap right there, this is gonna take you to the main settings of the camera. So that's as far as the camera interface. Let's go ahead and take a look at some picture samples. Alright guys, this is how the gallery looks like on the S5. And right here I have a couple of samples. This is a picture taken indoors, in the 60 megapixel resolution. It looks actually really clear. Here's another picture taken outside. And I believe I have a sample video here. And this is a 1080p video taken outside. Let's go ahead and take a look at some samples on the S6. Here's a sample video in 1080p taken outside. Alright, and I have a couple of samples of pictures here. This is a picture taken outside, as you guys can see, with the rear camera. 16 megapixel resolution. And this is another one. Very clear pictures. So as I said at the beginning of the video, guys, there are so many things that are alike between these two phones and other things that are different. One of the things that these two phones offer is a multi-window feature. It's a little bit different on the S5, but pretty much it's the same option. On the S5, we're gonna hard press the back button, and this is gonna bring up here this bar. We're gonna select one application from here and select another application. Let's go ahead and select here Maps. So as you can see right now, we are looking at Maps and Facebook. Let's go ahead and do the same here on the Samsung Galaxy S6. On the S6 it's a little bit different. We don't hard press the back button, we press right here the recent applications. And as you guys can see, that equal sign right there on some of the apps, it's the multi-window sign. So any of these apps that is showing that sign are compatible to do the multi-window, and you're gonna actually press on that sign, and then from this point you can select your second window from right here, or you can swipe this way and access one of the apps. We're gonna go ahead and select from right here. Actually, let's go this way and let's do Maps. So as you guys can see, now we are looking at two applications on both phones. We have Maps right here, YouTube on top, and then Facebook on top. Alright guys, time to take a look at some performance by playing some high graphic games. Pay attention to the screen resolution as well as the volume from the speaker. So one more time, guys, as I said before, these phones are very similar with some of the things that they offer. This is the S Health application, which is going to track your calories and your activity, your steps, as well as being able to help you monitor your heart rate with the heart rate monitor that we have on the back of the phone. So let's go ahead and take a look at that when I place the finger right there. Hopefully my heart rate is not too high, since I'm here excited with these two phones right now. Alright, so there is the number 83. So as you guys can see, it works pretty good. Let's go ahead and demonstrate the same thing here with the S5. And there you have it, guys. That's with the S5. So very, very useful application that it's offered on both phones, and as you guys can see, it works perfect. So another thing that these two phones offer is the fingerprint scanner. So let's go ahead and set up here the fingerprint scanner on the S6. So we got 100% now, it's completed. We need to add a password. So the fingerprint was added. Let's go ahead and demonstrate. We're gonna lock the screen here, and if we press on the home button, we're gonna put our finger right here in the middle, and as you guys can see, that's going to unlock the screen. And last but not least, guys, I wanted to show you the interface of the dialer on both phones, since both phones are updated. Well, the S5 was updated to the Android Lollipop. The S6 comes with Android 5. But as you guys can see, the interface looks exactly the same. They also offer the video calling. As you guys can see, there's the video icon right there. Taking a look at the recents. Here's recents. And we see the rounded icons. There is favorites. And let's go back here to the home or the phone application and do a test call here, calling customer service. And let's go ahead and activate the speaker so you guys can hear.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Para español, oprime la estrella.
Alright, guys, final conclusions. To be honest with you, even though I'm a big fan of the S5, I have to admit that the S6 it's a way better phone. When it comes to performance, we have the octa-core processor. Screen resolution, you have Quad HD 2K resolution with 577 ppi or pixel density. In the camera department, this phone is better. It offers a 5 megapixel front facing camera rather than the 2.1 on the S5. A couple of disadvantages on the S6. It's the fact that it's not waterproof, and as I mentioned it before, I had a little accident with the S5, and because of the waterproof feature, I'm still able to use my phone. That would not be the case with this phone. And of course, you know, the other thing too, keep in mind that you're not going to be able to remove the battery, and you're not going to be able to add micro SD card. Other than that, you know, this phone offers an amazing look with the unibody metal finish, an amazing performance, and beautiful screen, and amazing camera. So guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for more. Please share the video to help others, and I will see you guys on the next one. Congratulations if you are a proud owner of the Samsung Galaxy S6. See you later.